Good morning, welcome back to another video. I feel like I haven't been on here for ages. I have been in Palma for the last week, having a bit of a holiday with my boyfriend, and we've had a lovely time and we've done lots of training, which has been great. Just finished packing because I'm heading over to the other side of the island today to start a training camp with my coach, and there's some other people there, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, this first week, I mean, I guess we've kind of treated it like a bit of a camp when I come on holiday anyway. Like, I always train, my boyfriend's very into training as well, so like it's been very much a lot of training, eating good food, exploring, being very active, and then he's gone home and I'm gonna head over to Alcudia for a training camp, which I can't wait for. So I'm gonna take you along with me on my training camp as much as I can. I don't know how much I'll be able to film like on the bike and in training and stuff, but I shall give it my best go. I did a half marathon yesterday. I did the Magaluf half marathon, so this whole week has pretty much been about getting out on my bike because I don't get out enough on it in England, which I need to start doing. I don't know, I just have this mental block up about going out on my bike in England. I do once a week, but when you're training for an Ironman, like I'll do maybe like 5 bike sessions a week or 4 bike sessions. Most of them will be on my watt bike. One of them a week will be outside, which is poor. Whereas here, this past week, I've been out on my bike like 5 times. I've covered like 400 kilometers this past week, which for me like is massive. I did a 120 kilometer ride one day, solo as well, might I add, which again isn't something that I normally do, but I need to. I'm training for a fucking Ironman. So yeah, I've done a big week of training on the bike. I've only done one swim. My wetsuit like cut all of my neck, so it's all like scabbed at the moment. So I've not really swum much, but next week we're in the pool every day next week, so I'm not too stressed about that. And yeah, I did. I've done like 2 runs across the week, and then as I said yesterday, I did a half marathon, Magaluf half marathon. So what I did was did a bike ride in the morning, came home, chilled, ate, and then went and did the half marathon and did really well. I was really happy. I got 1:32:20 I think was my official time, which I'm so happy with. The best thing about it was like I just felt really good when I was running. Every kilometer was between like 4:19 to 4:19 to like 4:25, so just bang on every single one. And then from kilometer 18, like my quads started to cramp. I was like, this is the effect of the bike, and my pace was slowing, so I dropped off to about 4:30. I just couldn't move any quicker, but managed 4th female, got on the podium. I have packed my trophy, but I'll show you in a sec. Got onto the podium, I'll put some photos on, which yeah, it was great. It was a great experience. And I think as well, like for me, and I don't know about anyone else out there, I put so much pressure on myself to perform well in every single race, whether that's a park run, whether that's a race like an A race I've been training for, like whatever the race, I put so much pressure on myself and I get so nervous and so wound up. So yesterday I just like went into it really chilled. I was like, oh my God, well, I couldn't be arsed really. I would have very happily just like stayed at the hotel and slept, but I didn't put any pressure on myself when I got to the start line. Like I didn't push to the front like I normally would or anything like that. I was like, I'll just sit back and let everyone set off. And my first kilometer I was like 4:20. I was like, this is great, but I'm gonna slow down. Mentally I slowed down and just relaxed into it, but kept just sort of ticking over at that 4:20, and just yeah, felt really great. I think the not having pressure on myself, like it just kept me really relaxed. You know when you get like too tense when you run, sometimes that's not like makes you run worse, doesn't it? So so yeah, it was a really good race, really good atmosphere. They do races well out here, and they make it a big deal, like the podiums and everything with all the music, so I felt like a professional. But I'm tired today, really tired. Big week of training, and it was difficult to fuel yesterday because I got back from my bike in the morning, had like a sandwich thing, but didn't want to eat too much because I didn't want it to like repeat on me when I was running. And then when I got home after the race, I got room service and I was like, just get me a burger, just get me chips. And I'd never eaten a burger so fast in my life, and like the salt on the chips was great, but then I mean, I was back and forth to the loo, like my stomach was in bits all through the night. I was up at 2, I was up at 5, I was eating those Chips Ahoy cookies at 5 this morning. I was just so hungry and just needed something. So yeah, today is going to be about fueling. I'm travelling over to Alcudia. My lift is in it's about an hour's time. Just finishing off some work now. Got a swim tonight, and then training camp officially begins tomorrow. So we'll see how I do. So yeah, as I said, I'll bring you along with me. That's my little update for you, and yeah, enjoy this video. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but enjoy. I'm here, so I'm staying at it's called the Viva Blue Hotel Spa. So this is my room. Well, I'm sharing with one other girl, and can we see? Little lounge area. I think there's a little kitchen area around here actually. Maybe, yeah, little kitchen area around there, and then a little bathroom area, and then a room in there, which is nice. I've just had a bit of lunch. I've just been sat around the pool waiting for the room to be, we've got a little balcony as well. Waiting for the room to be ready. And we have got a meeting at 4 just to meet everyone. And then I think we're swimming maybe like around 5:30. And then dinner and just a chilled evening, ready to start training tomorrow. I've needed a rest day today after yesterday. It's been much needed, and I'm going to fuel up tonight. The food here, when I came last year, it's amazing. Like, it's just a big buffet spread, so anything and everything that you would want is going to be there. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit of unpacking now. Meetings in 20 minutes, so I'll get all that done, and then yeah, get on with the training. Oh my god. Whew. I'm back from dinner. I had so much to eat. The food here, there's just so much of it. It's like just a buffet, and there's like everything. And I always find when I go to buffets, you just like put stuff on plates that you wouldn't normally put together. Like, one of my plates was 2 slices of pizza, some paella, and some grilled squid. Like, I don't know. And then I had pasta, I had chicken, I had this pulled pork, I had some ravioli, I had some bread. That was another plate. And then I had dessert, which was fruit and a scoop of ice cream with some like sprinkles, and also some cake. So that was good. I'm stuffed, but I needed a good feed. We also swam this afternoon. We just did like, I think about 1700 meters, but we did a 200 time trial at the end of the session, and I did 50 meters, and then my calf just cramped up. So I've definitely not refueled enough since yesterday with the half marathon and with my bike. So that's why I ate so much tonight. So I'm stuffed, but I'm feeling good, like refueled and ready for a swim, a bike, and potentially run off the bike tomorrow. So a big day of training tomorrow. So I'm just finishing off unpacking, and then just finish off some last bits of work, and then just head to bed because I'm exhausted and I want to start camp feeling refreshed. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a chilled evening. Unpack, stretch, teeth, work, bed, plan. Anyway, I will catch up with you tomorrow. I am ready to go and do our first bike ride. Swim done this morning, then had breakfast again. Had the most random things for breakfast, but I feel as though like the first couple of days you just want to try everything. I'm sure I'll be bored of it all very soon. I'm pretty full. But I had like waffles and churros and Nutella and peanut butter and fruit and some bacon, some scrambled eggs. It's a very mixed plate. But yeah, I'm just gonna go down to the bike garage now and get my bike. I am already, why does it take so fucking long to focus? Ah, here we go. So yeah, I am all ready for my ride. I just need to go and put my helmet on and my bike shoes, get my bike out of the bike garage, and then we'll be ready to ride. I'm not sure how far we're doing, maybe like 60k. So yes, I'm gonna go get my bike and wish me luck.
You'll turn round. The start of the segment is in front of those gates. You're gonna come up here.
Good morning, I'm just back from swimming. early morning session ticked off. Just gonna head to breakfast now, and then we've got another bike ride. I can't remember if I caught up with you after the bike ride yesterday, but it was challenging enough. I'm in a group with some very experienced cyclists, which is great because it pushes me. Like, cycling isn't my strongest discipline, so it's good to be surrounded by people that are far better than me. It pushes me and it's hard. So yeah, that's good. That's the only way you can get better, isn't it? Like, being surrounded by people that are better than you. So yeah, it was a challenge yesterday. No doubt it's going to be a challenge today. But yeah, I'm just going to go and get some breakfast now, and then yeah, we'll head out for a ride. I think a sea swim this afternoon, actually. We'll try and get some clips of where we end up today. Maybe we're going up into the mountains, I don't know. So we'll see.
Helen, Greg, you want to get yourself to the front?
I need to know what we're doing.
Jilly.
No, it's either in Nick's or Helen's. And go and partner up with them. Off you go. Find a partner.
I need my bike.
Yeah.
Okay, coming around. 1, 1.
Oh my god, this is impossible. Whoever thought going in the sea after a long bike ride was a good idea? That is incorrect. I'm too sticky and swollen for this. No. This is a bigger workout than the bike ride. Oh my god. I'm not even kidding.
Suntan cream as well.
I can't get it off.
Oh my god. Come on, we can do this shit. You're an athlete.
I think I'd rather do a half Ironman than trying to get this on right now. Oh, yes, yes.
No, not on.
Oh.
Right, 2 angles in.
Oh. Swim time. I actually stink as well.
Everybody does. So.
Surprised I've not ripped holes in this. I could literally wake up and walk down this beach every single morning. How stunning. Good morning from a very tired me. I hope you can hear me with the waves in the background. Such a hard life. I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. We're on day 3. It's Wednesday. It looks like it is going to be a beautiful day. I'm going to sit down over here just in case you can't hear me. It's going to be a beautiful day. Every other morning has been a little bit cloudy, and then it's turned into an absolutely incredible day. We've got a long ride to do today. We did 100k yesterday and I'm exhausted. Not gonna lie, shed a little tear on the ride because it was just so hard, and there were times where I was like, oh, surely we're going home now, and then like we'd stop and the coach would like make us do hill reps, or like, and in between we'd stop a few times for like to do some harder efforts, but then in between those harder efforts we'd still be cycling hard, well, what I deem as hard. There's some fast, strong cyclists in that group, which is good for me. Like, I need to be pushed. I can't just be comfortable. I've got to do these things to get better. I'll never get better at my bike, so just exhausted, but I'm loving it, like absolutely loving it. So we're on day 3 really today, and we're going up into the mountains today, so lots of climbing today, and then tomorrow we've got a half day, so not quite as much on the bike. Like, every day is pretty bike heavy, so like 3 hours on the bike, whereas tomorrow we just do a little cycle to like another bay, we do a sea swim, we do a run, which is my forte, so I can do well on the run. It's all good training, it's all just good, just training overload. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on walking down the beach. I could literally live here. Why don't I live here? I'm debating like just coming and living here for a couple of months at a time. because it just makes me so happy. The sun just makes me so happy. I'm a happier person, although saying that I just sounded really fucking miserable then when I was talking to the camera, just because I'm so tired. I'm not miserable, I'm having the best time, but I just feel a bit like a zombie. That's how I feel. I feel like a bit like a zombie. And then the worst thing as well when you are training this hard is that I find it really difficult to sleep because there's just so much adrenaline and you're constantly on the go. And so I went to bed last night, I finished work at like 11:30, and then I was up this morning at about 6 because I was like, I'm just awake. My brain doesn't feel like it's working, but yeah, I'm gonna go and get this walk in. It just wakes me up a bit, and then I need to pop to the shops, buy some sun cream because I've run out, and oh my god, my like tan line from my cycling top and cycling shorts is ridiculous. Buy some snacks for today because that was another thing that I didn't have yesterday. Some sweets or something, and then I'll find the energy to do this bike ride. We've got to swim at 8:30, setting off on the bike at 11, and then I'll run off the bike later. Oh, we have got this. I'm an absolute nut job. Why do I do this myself? You know you've been training hard when your heart rate is at like 105 just walking. Jesus.
And then you're going to go all the way to the top, to the petrol station. Okay? Are you sure that's okay?
Hi again, we're just back from, so we did a pool swim this morning, then we cycled to a different beach like 5k away, did a sea swim, got out, and then did a 10k run. And it is so hot today. It must be like high 20s, nearly 30. They're having some like weird heat wave. Well, I mean, it's not weird, it's great, but it's hard when you're running. So just back from that, I'm just showered and refreshed. Got an afternoon off, which I'm very excited for, because as much as I'm loving every single day of training, I've been out in Mallorca now for almost 2 weeks, and it's been full on, a lot of training, which is exactly what this holiday was for, but we also need to rest and recover. So that's what this afternoon is about, just chilling. I'm gonna go sit by the pool and try and balance out my tan. I'm gonna have maybe a couple of drinks, like a few cocktails or something. I'm gonna go sit with a few of the other guys on camp, so that'll be nice, and yeah, just have a bit of a relaxed afternoon. But yeah, I was really happy with my performance running today. Sea swim was good. It's good to get practice in the open water, because obviously it's very different swimming in a pool than it is to open water. You're not going to be doing any racing really in the pool, so there's no like lane ropes or lines in the bottom of the sea. Like, you just have to sight, and you have to, you know, tackle the waves and the currents and things like that. So it is really good practice. It was tough today. Well, no, it was all right today. It was pretty calm, but it's always a bit of a shock to the system when you go from swimming in a pool to the sea. So good practice, and then yeah, a hot run, hot 10k. My body is like just chill. So I've got a Monster, I had an ice cream, I'm gonna get some cocktails. Life's good, I can't complain. So yeah, I'm off to chill. Sea swim time. It's early.
Bedroom argument. Yeah, they had a bedroom argument.
Making sure I can move. Thank you very much. Mine smells damp.
During lane 1 or 2, you're going to swim with a partner today again. Listen. Lane 1 or 2. Comfortable with these guys? They'll look after, I think. Oh, no, Jane.
On Jane. Just this, I don't know what's happening.
Right.
Ascending up a bit of a hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, up to a monastery at the top. It's beautiful, but whew, it's hot and my heart rate is through the roof, but I'm loving every minute of it. I'll show you a view from the top. Oh, beautiful. Last little climb, I think, and then should be at the top. Good evening. I've just showered and I'm back from a very long day of training. We did 112k on the bike with loads of hill reps and then a run off the bike. Afterwards, it was a fabulous day. I don't know if you can see, I think you can. My cycling tan is ridiculous actually. Let me put my moisturiser. Yeah, I was just having a think then, just like reflecting on this week on this tri camp. Like, I absolutely love being out here because you're just surrounded by so many people with the same interests or similar interests, just people who, I don't know, want to push themselves, want to challenge themselves, and I absolutely love it. I think the best thing about it is that everyone is so different. Like, on this camp, there's I'm one of the youngest, so I'm 30, there's a girl who's 27, but there's also like people who are in their 60s, like different ages, different like backgrounds, walks of life, different sizes, and like everyone is putting in incredible amounts of effort, everyone is like doing their best, enjoying it, and it just goes to show that like we're all athletes, we're all capable of so much, and it's us that create these barriers to you know, achieving goals or doing things. People saying, I'm too old to do that, I'm not fit enough to do that, I'm not the right size, I'm too out of shape for that, whatever. Like, we create those barriers. We tell ourselves that we're not able to do things, but like being on this camp just proves that everyone is capable. You just have to have the right mindset to like give things a go, and to throw yourself into it, and like, you know, be okay with learning and maybe not being too great when you start, but just having that mindset to keep pushing and keep progressing and keep doing your best. Like, that's the mindset that's gonna ultimately help you grow and become better. Like, you don't have to be a certain size or shape or fitness or body type or from a certain background or a certain gender. Like, everyone is just capable of so much. We create these narratives that make us believe that we can't do things, and that is just so apparent when I'm out here and surrounded by people who, you know, some people may not look like your typical triathlete or your typical runner, but what does a runner or a triathlete look like? Like, you can literally do anything you set your mind to, you just have to have the right mindset. And I was speaking to one of the women on camp who did I don't know if it was a half or a full distance, like Ironman distance or a half distance, anyway, regardless, it's incredible. And she didn't think she was going to be able to get around the whole of the bike, but she sort of said to herself, you know, I'll do the swim and I'll do as much of the bike, and you know, if you know it's going to be a good day of training for me, I'll do a swim and I'll do a bit of a bike ride, it'd be great. She managed to do the swim, do the bike and do the run, and she said she was last across the finish line, and she was like, and that's fine, and like that is absolutely fine. Like, anyone is capable of doing things like this. It's just that we put these barriers up to make ourselves believe that we're not good enough or we're not capable. And yeah, just being around like such supportive and lovely people around here, it just makes me really grateful that, you know, I'm doing things like this, and it's so much fun. And there's been times, there was a time on the ride the other day where I cried. We were riding in a big group, and one of the coaches told me to like push a bit harder, and I felt like I was just pushing to my max. And I was like, I am pushing. Like, I got really frustrated and I had a little cry. And like, that's okay. Like, I'm being challenged when I'm out here. I'm definitely not, you know, the best in my cycling group. but it's pushing me and it's challenging me, and I'm growing and I'm getting better, and that's what it's all about, just constantly seeking to just be that bit better, not for anyone, not to prove anything to anyone, not for anything, just for ourselves and to better ourselves and to build confidence in ourselves. Like, that's what sport and training and everything is all about in my eyes. And yeah, just being around wicked people out here just makes me really grateful for all of that. So I caught the sun a bit today. Doesn't look like it as much in the camera, but I have I'm a bit rosy. I've got bites on my neck. I've got I'm all chafed from my wetsuit on my neck, and I've got a cycling tan line. So does that make me a real cyclist? I think so. I'm not a real cyclist, but that's okay. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. So yeah, that's my little catch up for you. I'm going to go down to tea in a second and eat a shit ton of food. Good morning. It is my final day here. I'm really sad. Well, it's like bittersweet. I've had the most incredible time. But I'm really excited to go home and see my dog, and it will be nice obviously to get back to a bit of work, back to some normality with clients and to catch up with all of them. So that will be great. I have just got back from just a super easy hour's run. So the Mallorca 312 is on stage. You'll probably have just seen a clip of that, and it's like a huge cycling event in Mallorca. So yeah, I just watched the start of that, which was really cool, to be fair. Like, I mean, that many cyclists in one place, and if you're cycling with that many people around you, I don't know, I feel like for me it's just a bit overwhelming. I do get a bit nervous riding in groups, and I'm sure as the race goes on it thins out, but having that many cyclists around me does really put me on edge. The rest of the group have sort of gone out in small groups just to do bits of the course, because obviously like you can jump onto the course anyway, even if you're not like actually registered. So some of them have gone to do that, and I thought, actually, you know what, I've had a really good week. It's like 2 weeks of cycling. I'm alright to just have a bit more of a chill day, treat it as a bit more of a holiday day, have a bit of time to myself. Like, I think I'm naturally a bit of an introvert. I love being around people, and I can be very sociable. Like, I don't have any issues with that, but like my social battery, I think, is depleted. I just need a bit of quiet me time. Which like you don't get much of when you're on a training camp, because it's like one session to another, and you're constantly surrounded by people everyone has been so amazing, and I've loved the group, but now I'm just like, right, I'm just gonna have chill, decompress. I'm such a drama queen, but I'm not. I don't know, does anyone else get like that? Just, it's nice just to be like on your own for a bit. So anyway, went to watch the start of the race, did a nice easy hour. So yeah, did that, just got back, I'm gonna go to breakfast, I'm starving. I need to pack, I need to unpack up my bike, which in itself is gonna be a hassle. Swim in the pool this afternoon, dinner tonight, and then maybe a couple of drinks. See how everyone feels. Oh, I just feel out of breath. I just feel out of breath. I think, you know, when you've just trained a lot, your heart rate just sits higher anyway. There's a lot of stress in the body, so your heart rate just sits a bit higher. So even like showering and just talking like this, I'm like, I'm out of breath. Just breaking out in spots as well. I think that my period's due in like 4 days. Oh my god, I got so emotional last night. Again, I think it's just like overwhelmed, like we're doing. I'm just tired. I think I'm just really tired. A lot going on, whether you're physically doing something, or you're speaking to people or whatever, constantly on the go, and it's just a bit overwhelming, and I think I'm just a bit tired. And last night I just felt really like teary. But yeah, I do just feel a bit like, oh, like I could just cry. You know when you could just cry. I'll try not to cry.
Literally every food you can imagine in this buffet, every milk you can imagine. All the hot stuff's over here.
morning, all packed and ready to go. I'm sad. And just like that, I'm back home. I'm just unpacking all my stuff. My room is an absolute tip. Hazel is here supervising. Getting back to normal really, that has gone so quickly. What, 16 days in Mallorca it's been? So yeah, very lucky to have been out there for that long. I've absolutely loved it, and yeah, it's depressing being back in cold England, I won't lie, but it's nice being back with my parents and my dogs, seeing my boyfriend soon, so yeah, it's really not all bad. I'm just being a drama queen, and once I get back into work tomorrow and just get back into routine, it will be fab. I think my next trip is going to be Finland when I have my 70.3 in July, so that will be my next trip away. All my travel really this year is based around triathlon, which I love. So there's Finland and there's Copenhagen, and I'll try to get out to Mallorca again, I think, hopefully for maybe like a week, 10 days, just for a bit more training. Very lucky with obviously the job that I do. I can take my job, my work anywhere. So yeah, I think that's the plan, but for now, yeah, back to normal. I'm going to snuggle with the dogs tonight and catch up on some work, and then back to normal from tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know how this vlog will have turned out, if I'm totally honest. Like, it's just been loads of random clips really. I'm not at that point in vlogging, and I'm not a pro vlogger that I would just whip my camera out in front of loads of people and start talking. So obviously with like the 20 people that I'm out on camp, like I didn't really think, oh, I'm just gonna pull my camera out and start talking to it. Maybe one day when I'm a world sensation vlogger that I'll get my camera in front of people, but for now you just got me, a talking head, talking to. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog if you've got this far, and appreciate the support. Any questions, comments or anything, leave them below. I love chatting to you all in the comments. I'm now currently, how long till July? Am I like 10 weeks till my 70.3 and then 16 weeks till Copenhagen, I think. We're just treating Finland like just a bit of a hard training day really. It's not like my A race, so that'll just be a bit of a hard training day, but I'm looking forward to that. I've also booked a sprint distance triathlon, which is on the 21st of May. I've got a half marathon the weekend after on the 28th up in Edinburgh. Just got bits and bobs coming up across the next couple of weeks, which is really exciting. But yeah, head down. Training is probably going to step up now we're 16 weeks out. I'm going to try and lose a couple of kilos as well, just to make racing a little bit easier. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you very soon.